What if I told you that you could use digital hands to actually paint on a digital canvas in a real art gallery? And if you wanted to, you could hang out with friends while you do it. This is finishing finishing touch, an art studio, a virtual art a virtual art studio and gallery. And today we're going to be taking a tour and maybe even doing a little painting ourselves. So let's learn how to spawn our brush and our palette. Spawn the brush by pressing both triggers. Got it. Spawn the palette by pressing both triggers while holding the brush. And there we go. So this palette is actually really awesome, especially compared to some other painting worlds I've seen so far. So you can mix any color. You have the choice to pick between different palettes even, and you can also change how your brush reacts, like the wetness of it, of the paint. So that is really cool. And there's brightness and darkness. Let's check out some of the palette options. Okay, so there's actually a lot in here. There's a bunch. Let's start off with the Bob Ross palette because who doesn't love Bob Ross? So we have our brush and our palette ready, but we haven't explored yet. So let's do a little bit of touring before we start painting. Oop, my head's too big for this first one. Ooh, okay. We have a nice big screen here with some very pleasant, calming visuals, which is awesome. Very beautiful design on the walls too. I like that. And the lighting in here is nice. It's just very nice and calm. I look a little weird. My cap looks weird because I zoomed out on the camera a bit, so it's gonna look like a little wide angle. But I wanted to get the whole rest of the room. There's some bean bags here, always cozy to chill on some bean bags. And there's even some plants in the back and some canvas. And I really love that they have the logo on the wall because it just makes the vibe really feel like it's like a real world art studio. It looks so professional in here, to be honest. Even their little rug has a little wrinkle on it. I think that's a really nice touch. It makes everything feel just more authentic, like more real. Very nice. Well, let's move on to our next area. Ooh, I love this. So a lot of worlds, if they have Patreons, they obviously shout out their subscribers on in their world. But these ones look hand drawn, and it just further supports the whole vibe that this is a real gallery and that real people have been here. Even though, yes, I know that this wasn't hand signed by people, but it feels like it was. And they get to be recognized as one of the patrons of this gallery, which is super neat. Ooh, I see something super cool over there. Let's go look. Look at this, how beautiful. Aw, the one and only Bob Ross. And I love the lighting on it. It's so magical. And if you get up close, you can see the little brush strokes. Like this is a digital painting, and it's a digital painting mural painting wall. I feel like if you search up like VRChat on YouTube or kind of like anywhere, you'll see a bunch of really silly things and a bunch of like kids and like just a bunch of things that a lot of people might not be into. But there's so much more to see um than just that. This world is so sophisticated and it is just it's beautiful so far. Let's keep looking around. Oh my gosh. There's little birds flying around. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Look at it. So there's this beautiful courtyard in the middle of the gallery, next to the painting you can see back there. And it's just wide open. There's beautiful grass everywhere. Like I said, there's birds flying around and there's canvases here so you can actually do some painting. But we're still gonna look around before we get into that part. I love this area though. I can already tell you that this world is going to be on my favorites list for sure. Okay, just next to that courtyard, we have just some storage back here and just some props to add to the vibe. And yeah, I dig it. No wasted space here so far, I'll tell you that. Okay, wow. And I really love these boxes and this wood pile here. Like look at that. Like that is so realistic. Even their freaking packing boxes have like a little logo and have all the detail is incredible. Okay, crossing back through that courtyard, we have a little picnic table here, and then we have a room back here that we're gonna check out. Let's go. Now, this is the vibe. I am loving this. We have a crackling fireplace here, some chairs and tables, and some more bean bags for just like a really, really extra cozy hangout room. Oh my gosh. So, there's another little TV in this room, and you can actually switch the TV from music to Bob Ross. And that's really cool. I know I've already said this a few times, but this really adds to the coziness and the just vibe of this being a real gallery. Like, this is dope. So, I know you don't hear the world sounds here, but I hear the TV, I hear the birds, and I hear the fire going. And wow, I'm really immersed here. I feel like I'm in this place. There's also a really cool mirror. We got a classic poster here for those of you who don't get it. This is a reference to The X Files. It's a really, really good show about aliens, and you should watch it if you haven't. The original poster obviously wasn't a VR headset, though, it was a UFO. So here's the view of the whole room. It's nice. So now that we've seen the whole gallery and got some inspiration from good old Bob here, let's get to painting. Alright, I chose the coziest little canvas I could find here, so let's start with spawning our paintbrush. Ooh, okay, and let's get our palette. So in the spirit of Bob Ross, let's paint a happy little tree. Ooh, I'm getting into the settings here, and I forgot to mention, when you're painting, you can actually, like, you can hang out with your friends, but you can paint on the same canvas with your friends, but you can also prevent people from using your canvas. So that's a really good feature because some people are just jerks and annoying. So I like that you can be like, no. Ooh, I picked a size in the menu and I thought it was gonna be the size that it already was, but it got smaller. So let's get it a little bigger. Ooh, my controllers are vibrating. Okay, let's start over. I'm doing 150 centimeters this time, so let's see how big the square gets. That got really big. Okay, one more time. Okay, so I just misjudged the size previews because it does give you a size preview. I'm just a silly goose and didn't know what I was doing. But let's finally start painting now. I have my blue. I'm gonna do a sky. This is not a good brush for that. Let's get a bigger one. I just realized I could change the size. Duh. And you can mix and make any color with these sliders here. But I want to use the palette, so I'm just gonna use Bob Ross's palette just for funsies. You know what's weird? I in real life I draw and write and stuff with my left hand, but in VR I can do it with both, and it's weird. Interesting. Oh, and by the way, since I turned on the show back there, I can still hear it while I'm painting, and it is really relaxing. Okay, I'm done with my background, so let's get started on our happy little tree. This isn't like super, super precise, but I will tell you it is a lot of fun. And I'm gonna finish it off with some little stars. Okay, it's all finished. I just need to sign it. J E L L O mushroom. Boop, 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 boop. And boop. And there we go. We have a happy little tree. We can also save a photo of this. Take a photo to paint over as a reference. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, looks like I can export it in 4K. I just need to grab my camera and put it in that orb over there. All right, here we go. Okay, it's in the orb, and now I'm gonna click take photo on my VRChat camera controls. All right. So this concludes our tour of Finishing Touch Art Studio and Gallery. Final thoughts. This was a fantastic world. I give it a 9 out of 10, to be honest. It hit almost every single mark. The only thing for me is the paintbrush was a little hard to like get real details on the canvas. But I mean, it was really fun. So I will definitely be back here. Don't expect to be doing any masterpieces in this world, but I mean, well, maybe you're better than me. Maybe you will do something amazing in here, but I did something okay, something fun. But like I said, if you do have friends and you want to just come hang out and work on one whole painting together, you can make really big canvases and you can even export your pictures. So this would be a really amazing friends date or, whatever virtual date, even if you want. Um, but yeah, thanks so much for coming on this tour with me today, and I hope to see you at my next one. Bye!